Hello everyone. Today we're going to analyze the situation with Bitcoin. And considering that I'm wearing a t-shirt with a bull and the inscription Quant Fury, my mood is bullish accordingly. Now I'll explain why. In other words, I expect Bitcoin to continue rising. Now let's take a look at the chart. These are daily candles. And here we noted that there was a very important level at $72,078, which was formed back in the distant year of 2024, and we've already tried to break through it upwards 3 times. And the second level was here at $60,293, which we touched only once. At the same time, if we look at the chart from a very close distance, we will see the following thing. Look, we have one local minimum, a second local minimum, and a third. That is, the minimums are rising and the maximums as well. Here is one, here is the second. The third hasn't been updated yet, but there is a chance for that. Next, we pay attention to this level right here. Here it is. This is the level of $76,470. This is currently the main growth magnet. Here, the growth will most likely stop, and there might even be a reversal downward. But this is the level of the lowest close back in the distant year of 2025. Well, that is about a year ago. It was also in April. This level on the one hand acts as a magnet and on the other hand serves as a resistance. Next, what else do we pay attention to? Yesterday's daily candle showed huge growth. A large green candle closed above the level of $72,078 and at the same time engulfed the red falling candle, which had closed below this level. Based on this, we can assume that this was a stop-loss hunt targeting buyers and the accumulation of new sellers, because such a red candle from the day before yesterday hinted at a move at least toward the 50-period moving average around 69,500. That didn't happen, which means that with high probability we will update today's high, or rather yesterday's high, but that has already happened while I was recording this video, and with a fairly high probability we will see continued growth toward the area of $76,500. Why? I've explained. There's nothing more for us to do on the daily candles. The only thing I'll say is that a correction to this growth, even a local one, is quite possible somewhere into the middle of the green candle. That's $73,000, maybe again, but that's unlikely. Usually when stop losses are triggered and the price moves far away from an important level, they don't give a proper entry point around 72,000. So if we do decline within the framework of this growth, most likely it won't go further than 73,000. And our target is 76,500. Now we remove all the markings and look at the monthly candles, and there, basically, the situation hasn't changed. What was I talking about? I was saying that the February low around $60,000 is very likely to be updated, and it's not out of the question to go down to the base of the February candle, which is around $78,000, $79,000. With a wick, we could even go down to 80. So this growth for now is still not a trend reversal. A trend reversal will only happen when we see the February candle fully engulfed. For now, this is just a correction of the major drop with the potential to continue downward toward the 50-month moving average, which is $58,000, $59,000, and the 100-month moving average. And the situation in the Persian Gulf is contributing to this. There is a very strong overbought condition in the stock market, but I will show you that in the next video, in the next review, which will be about the S&P 500 index. Weekly candles. What do we see here? So based on the monthly chart, we conclude that we could rise to the 79 to 80 range, but that is potentially a good point to open short positions. We can't say that the trend has changed to an upward one on the monthly candles. This is a correction. The situation on the weekly candles is basically the same. Here, we can only speculate, since there's still enough time left in the week, that the current week will close at the highest level and potentially engulf the week of decline from February 2nd, which set the yearly low at $60,000. If this happens, then in that case, there is a high probability that we will see a move toward the 100-week moving average in the area of $87,500, and potentially to the 50-week moving average around $96,500. And again, this is not a guarantee of growth, it is nothing more than a correction. A full market reversal can only be seen on the monthly candles. And finally, if this week's engulfing does not occur and we see a deep pullback down during the current week, then in that case, the 200-week moving average around $60,000 acts as a magnet, or even potentially the 300-week moving average around $52,500. But here and now, Bitcoin is targeting the area of $76,500. We'll get there and then we'll figure things out. Subscribe to the channel. All the best to you. Goodbye.